Hey everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads, and we're going to be going over some really great information today to help you engage with your leads, with your audience. Yee, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day. And we're about to make it even better. We're going to show you how to use the latest Case Schiller Index report to create a whole social media campaign to engage with the audience and spark meaningful conversations. So let's dive in.
Yeah, let's do that. So go to listingstoleads.com. If you're not a client, log in because everything here, if you're not a client, sign up for a free trial. If you are a client, log in. Everything is here ready for you. And so what this is, in fact, Yee, can you explain real quickly? So the Case Shiller report that dropped a couple of days ago, you took it and created from a mortgage broker perspective and also for the agents, we created an email here. It's on the dashboard database email blast right here. And it's called Buy or Sell Now. Don't miss this market shift. What we did is ye took this, and she's going to explain a little bit about it here before we get into it too much. But she created an email, a short form video script, text messages for both buyer and seller leads, video swipe files for Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We got the vertical and the horizontal videos for you as well, and images. You're not going to miss a beat. So we got so much great stuff here. This is the email. So Yee, why don't you explain what's going on? The goal is for people to engage their leads. So as they are, what is the conversation looking like from your perspective?
Okay, basically, the Case Shiller Index report was dropped yesterday morning. So we got the report out right after, hopefully within 24 hours. The price appreciation has slowed. Okay, so that's really the headline that we want people to take away. And we don't want to put too much information there. Essentially, prices slow down that created strategic opportunities for buyers and for sellers, right? And
Yeah,
of
the goal of this
course,
isn't to run
lenders.
around the market. We never want to do
Yeah,
that. What we do want to do is use the market, use the information coming to us, and not expect or not assume that our clients and our audience and our leads can take that and decipher it and make meaning out of it. And that's where you come in as the agent, as the professional. So
exactly.
yeah, so we took this information and then what we did is we just digested it into different content pieces. So again, we got the email right here that we're going to walk through. All of this is editable. Had a client already send out the text messages, and in his area, the market's just a little bit different, and that's totally fine. So I said, you can either take it, customize everything just a little bit for your particular market if you wanted to, or just send it out because everything in here is absolutely true. And again, the idea is to get conversations going. So
Exactly.
yeah, as you can see
Take
here.
this conversation. Yeah. So real quickly, yeah, take this conversation. If you're talking to a seller, the price appreciation is slowing, you talk to a seller, we need to price it strategically, right? If you're talking to a buyer, there's a lot of price reduced homes. Hey, you want a list of price reduced homes? Reach out to me. So this is all conversational.
And the great thing about for the sellers is as soon as we get that conversation going, we can offer any one of the different PDF guides, right? The ultimate guide to selling your home from listings to leads, the 5 dangers of overpricing your homes. You can use those PDF guides as conversation points to move the conversation forward. And even the 100 point home marketing plan. So if you got a seller that you're talking to that seems a little bit more further down the line of maybe listing their home, you can bring up the fact that, hey, I'd love to go ahead and send you my 100 point home marketing plan. It's an online version. You can take a quick look at it. And I've had clients tell me they've sent those flip books to seller leads and they get the
Mhm.
listing signed without even meeting with them. But what do we have to do first? We have to do something to make that connection. And so that's where this is going to come in. And again, the email that you're looking at, video script, so you can do a TikTok video, an Instagram video that is you talking, so people get to identify and connect with you. Then we also got all the video swipe files, the image swipe files, and the text messages again for both buyer and seller. So for the email, we
Okay, real quick. We also have a video script, do we?
yes,
Yes. Oh,
we're going to be going through that as well.
okay, awesome.
Yeah, so this is the email, and again, we're just mentioning the fact that the housing market is shifting. Again, we're not trying to read too much into it. We're just trying to convey information. So the housing market has shifted. Latest Case Shiller home price index just dropped with some important insights. And then we go to what is happening. So real quickly in the digest form, so they can just get to it and not spend too much time. As Yi said, home price growth is slowing and the number of price reductions is increasing. So two facts. Now, and again, in your area, if things are a lot different, just go ahead and edit that real quickly before you send it out. Then we relate it to both buyers and sellers. So for buyers, absolutely awesome. Less competition means more room to negotiate and a better shot at value. Reply back and get my list of price reduced homes for sale. So all true stuff in most markets. I don't think there's a market right now where price reductions are not increasing. But again, in your market, if it's not, you can take that out, but still offer because everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants a deal like
Yeah.
they're getting right. And even if they don't buy a price reduced home, we're at least making the offer.
Yeah, that's a great way to spark conversations, period.
Oh, totally. If you're talking to an older, let's say you're talking to an older seller, offer them a list of one-story homes. Could be a great idea. Offer them a list of homes in 55 plus communities.
Mm,
So always kind of look at who you're talking to and see what is the value that I can offer. Because too often, and it's why agents hate Zillow, is Zillow took a lot of our perceived value away. We were the gatekeepers to the MLS. They couldn't get to a list of homes without coming through us. I'm sure some of you here remember those days. So what can we do? Well, we can save them a lot of time. So instead of going to Zillow and wasting all your time, just make an offer of what you think they may want and have conversations to find out what they want. So right here for sellers, why this matters, price it right, motivated buyers are still ready to act, completely true. We have buyers looking for the dream home now. And if you can go into your database and pull out, for example, that you got 542 buyer leads, put that in there. Or if your whole team or your whole brokerage has 4,565 buyer leads in the area, drop that in there. All right. All of this is completely editable. What we want to do is paint the canvas, lay the canvas out for you to use as is, or take it and customize it just a little bit to be more relevant for you. And then we got our call to action. All right. Ready to make your move? So for the sellers, we want to offer them a free custom market report tailored to their neighborhood. It could be for their home or ask for a 100-point home marketing plan. And again, that's in your listings to leads account. If you go to the listings tab, there's a sub tab there called listing presentation. And in there is your listing presentation flip book. There's the 26-page PDF. There's also the landing page and all the other great marketing tools as well. So you've got all of this in your listings to leads account. And then for the buyers, again, asking for our free list of price reduced homes or the ultimate guide to buying a home. And again, if you click on the PDF guide tab in listings to leads, you will see both of those guides that I referenced. Then we got a great little video or an image here for the email. And once you're good to go, and then normally I bring up Follow Up Boss because I like to show how to copy and paste into Follow Up Boss, but I didn't bring it up ahead of time. I apologize. But send a test email. I always like to send a test email first just to make sure everything looks good. And in fact, I had a client, she just emailed this to me. So this is actually her version that she sent. So you can see
Okay.
what's right.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And just, everything is all formatted to the mobile version as well. So it looks beautiful on the phone.
Yeah. No, it totally does. In fact, let me see here. If I bring it up, let's just confirm that thesis. And oh, let's see if I can find, there we go. Oh yeah. It looks beautiful. There's the kind of the bottom part, maybe you can see that right there. It looks beautiful. The listing to lead signature there. If you don't want to use it, you can take that out or you can use it either way.
This
But
is
this
very
is
nice.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people click this, they're going to get
Ah,
something. Thing at the,
seamless. It's seamless integration. Love it. Love it.
yep. Yep. And then if I click down here, click for my reviews, this will go to our client review website. Look at all her great reviews. So definitely want to make sure that we get that in front of people. It's going to help us engage people a little bit better. All right. You can either now from here, if you're going to use listings to leads, you can select your list. It's appropriate for all. So I select all right here at the bottom, and then I can either click schedule or I can click send out, get that out the door. Alternatively, I can click the green copy code button, go into KV Core, go into Follow Up Boss, whatever
Yeah.
email program that you're using, and copy that code in there. Now, I was talking to a client with KV Core or Command, I can't remember, one of the two, and actually the copy code doesn't work. So what she did, and we actually were doing this together, she just copied the email, went into, again, KV Core Command, dropped it in there, sent a test email, absolutely perfect. So if you don't see a copy code button in whatever email program you might be using, just instead of going via the code, just try clicking in here. Yeah, and on a Mac, it's what? Command A, Command C. And then I would
Yeah.
go into the other program, Command V, or you're on a PC, just copy paste.
Do they have to worry about any formatting issues in terms of like which normal?
Usually, no.
Okay.
Yeah. If you do, for whatever reason, every email editor can be a little bit different, and
Yeah.
so because of that, there might be a tiny bit of something or other going on, but nah, it should not be a much of an issue at all.
Okay, perfect.
But the first thing I would do is I would get the email out the door. All right. So you got the email, we're gonna get it out. Next up is if you go to the media library. And so again, to find that email, what you're going to do is when you log into Listings to Leads, you're going to be on the dashboard, scroll down. There's a section called Database Email Blast, and you're going to see it right near the top.
Yeah, I think you click follow up first.
You can go to follow up and then click email blast that way. So there's two different ways of seeing it. Yeah, and the dashboard's a little bit easier for most people because
Okay.
we've got it right there for them. But yeah, if you go to follow up email blast, there's a lot of different emails. You're going to see that we drop a new email in there similar to this one every couple of weeks. Plus, there's a lot of other ones that you can use as well. So again, I clicked on media library because now I want to access those video swipe files. So I go to media library. It's going to put you on video. No, these videos are not meant to replace you. All right. So you got these videos, and I'm going to show you how this can auto post to your social media tomorrow. I'll show you in a minute, but you can set it up to post tomorrow. So this is the vertical email or the vertical video, I should say. And we've got some versions on TikTok, for example, and Instagram where you can do a poll, link out to different things. I'm going to show you that exactly. And so I can either, oh, while it's open. Oh, no, let's do this. So what I do is I just download it. If I'm on my laptop, I'll download it to my computer and then share it, airdrop it to my phone. Or if I'm on my phone, I just download it and upload it right away to whatever social media that I want. There's also a horizontal version. So again, this is a great little video for Facebook.
Okay.
And what I did to this one is I downloaded it and then I uploaded and I did a post right here. So here, this will auto post tomorrow. If you set it up the way I'm going to show you here in a few minutes, it'll auto post just like this to your socials, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and even Google. This would be phenomenal. So make sure you hang out for another few minutes at least so I can show you how to set this up, just in case you don't have it set up yet in Listings to Leads. But again, here's that email, or here's the social media post, and there's the video for Facebook. You can see I downloaded the vertical video as an Instagram reel, and then I upload it to Instagram. And I got all my text over here on the right. And let me just pause that. I got the YouTube short, so I uploaded this to YouTube as well. I want to get it on every single platform that I can. And then I'm also going to double it up with the video that I'm going to do using the script. So again, I'm not going to rely on these kind of videos for my entire social media platform. Oh, you know, that does not show on desktop. Hold on a second. Before I get to the Facebook story, let me show you on TikTok. And, oh, that was, yeah, perfect. So that's on TikTok. And the cool thing about TikTok is you can actually see that poll right there?
Yeah.
So you can add a poll and then people can engage with that poll right on TikTok. And that I'll show you in a little bit on how that works. So really cool. Here's an Instagram story. I got a video for this as well. So in the story, I'm just using the image. I could have used the video as well, but check this out. So in my Instagram story, as the next slide after the content, so we had the content image or the content video that we've walked through, but check this out. And I got a training on how to do this. Home buyers, get our free home buying course now. It could be home buyers, download the ultimate guide to buying your home. It could be get free down payment assistance. It could be get a free my free list of price reduced homes for you. All right.
Whatever. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
whatever you want.
customize all that. Yeah.
And then right from the story, that story right on the phone, people can click and get right to whatever offer that you want to make. So again, we're using the content for engagement to generate and engage and get more deals in the door. So I've got the Instagram story going there. And then again, there's a poll. What's holding you back from moving now?
Hmm.
Buyer affordability fears, seller pricing, and market dynamics. You cannot take a poll on the desktop version, so you'd have to be on the phone to actually interact with the poll. But by all means, find me up on Instagram and you can see exactly how that works. It's actually in the mastermind group, or you can find me at Scott Pierce, Scott_Pierce_L to L. Here is the Facebook post we referenced a little bit ago. So many great ways to get those videos again in your media library onto your socials. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Now, to set this up, to auto post, go to social content, and you may have this done already. Social content and topics. Scroll down to video. And right here, there's a topic called real estate videos. Make sure that is turned on. So if it's not yellow, then it's not on. So again, if it might look like this when you get here, all you have to do is turn that on. Now you can click videos and you'll see that's the one that's going to post tomorrow. And I wonder if I can come in here and post now. No, I can't. Oh, that's too bad.
Why not?
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's good. That is set up to post tomorrow morning. So as long as you've got, again, that's under social content, scroll down to the video topic and just make sure it's turned on, click save. You're going to be good to go. Nothing else you need to do. John, where do we find this? I apologize. I was talking probably through that. The email, if that's what you're referring to, is right on the dashboard. I'll show that to you here in a second again. In fact, right here. So when you first log in to listings to leads, you'll land on the dashboard like this. So your ads, all your active listings for buyer leads, any of your pending and sold listings here. You've got your, in fact, here, this is the 100-point home marketing plan, right? The listing presentation. If you click marketing tools, that'll actually open up a new tab. So when we referenced on that email and all these offers that we're going to be making here, we referenced that 100-point home marketing plan, and that's right here. So we got a flip book version of it. We've got a landing page version where people have to give up a name, email, phone number to access the presentation. We've got a 4-page summary version, and then we got the full 26-page version. You're not going to lose a listing presentation using this. And so here, and this is just my account level. I can also create these for specific listings. So when you've got a specific listing presentation coming up, you can actually add that to your account, to listings to leads, and create the flip book, the PDF, the landing page, and it will actually have the homeowner's name and address and every image in there. So instead of using sample homes like these are, it'll actually use their home on every page. And I'm telling you, when people on this page right here, mobile marketing, when they scan that QR code, if everybody wants to right now, scan that QR code. And when the homeowner sees their home right on their phone, they flip. They absolutely love it.
We should change the flip book that flips homeowners.
Yeah, no. And again, we've got the 4-page version right here, which is the pre-listing packet. Great thing to send out before the listing presentation for sure.
Okay.
This is the 26-page version of the flip book. So you got so many great tools.
Yeah. So sorry, we digress off this, but let's go back.
Well, I was trying to find the database email for people, and I was just walking through.
I know.
Okay, another thing that people love is the link in bio. And if you're doing social content with listings to leads, make sure if you click view, this thing is so editable, but this is great to put on your Instagram profile because all the things that are auto posting from listings to leads will show up in here. And you can see here all your listings, again, with the 100-point home marketing plan, your client reviews. So if they this, they can download the 100-point home mark. And this is all set up. You could literally sign up for listings to leads right now, and this will all be active, ready to use. Because as you go through the get started wizard, you're going to add in your name and your email, your logo, your brokerage, your phone number, and the color scheme of maybe you got a personal color scheme that you can add, and everything will match that automatically. So you don't have to worry about changing colors or anything like that. That'll happen automatically from your profile. All the PDF guides. So again, look at that. All branded. When the people download these,
It's all branded to them.
yeah, it's all branded, latest links. And then I got a few other get a cash offer for your home. So that's a listing to leads land iBuyer cash offer landing page. So you get the idea there for the link in bio.
We have created so many different tools, whether you new or old. And I'm sure the old agents out there still trying to figure out the new stuff that they haven't used. But this one particular that we created, just make sure you really utilize the email and post it to any social media outlet so we can really spark the engagement.
Yep,
That's really
exactly.
the goal.
So John, right here, do you see that when I scroll down? So it's just on the dashboard, scroll down about halfway. Alternatively, when you log in, you can use the drop down here and just go to recommended email blast. And lastly, since we're talking about this, you can customize your dashboard. In
Ah,
fact, came in and a client, check this out. A client took the, where are buyer guide? Oh, there's a couple more down here. So I logged into his account and he had short form videos at the very top. In fact, he had it like right at the top.
no, that's
And
awesome. Yeah.
you know what? He uses our short form video scripts. So when you go to the marketing calendar, which I'll show maybe in a little bit, the marketing calendar has a video script for every single day of the week, pretty much. But then we also want to leverage holidays and days of the week, days of the month, days of the year for different topics. For example, let's take a look at one. Friday, National Teacher Day, Kentucky Derby Day, May 3rd, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. So I'm going to click this one, click on view script. And so here's the idea. The idea is that you go to a place, in this case right here for this one, that is going to be doing a Cinco de Mayo party. Maybe they've got Cinco de Mayo specials. You can go there on May 4th. You can go there on May 3rd. You don't have to even wait till May 5th to do and post this, but use the script, either word for word or paraphrase it, but leverage in a local area or a local business
Local events.
department. Yeah. And this way, the relevancy even pops even more because instead of just randomly going to a Mexican restaurant and doing a video, which is totally fine to do, you can now leverage, hey, it's Cinco de Mayo. All right. And here's a script. And now I can leverage. And we've done specific training on this. Just a couple of real quick pro tips. When you're going to post it, make sure you use location and you do it for that establishment. This could be for a park. This could be for a dental office, right? We had National Teachers Day that you saw. So if you've got kids and you're going to drop them off at school, you could do that. Imagine doing that video, driving your kids to school, right? What a great video or just great content. So
Right.
National Teachers Day is tomorrow. Kentucky Derby, I am sure
That's
there are bars or places doing Kentucky Derby parties. In fact, that might be fun to go to. It's a quick event, but I'm sure there's going to be some places. And again, another great piece of content to put on your social media. And the nice thing is they're time sensitive. So again, as opposed to just randomly going to a Mexican restaurant or randomly doing a video about teachers or randomly doing a video about nurses, Lay Day today, Kentucky Derby Day, now we got a reason because there's something relevant to that. So in this case here, check this out. If I go to the next week, National Barrier Awareness, that's a little difficult to maybe tie into something specific. National Have a Coke Day. What's your favorite place to go for a Coke or how to drink? What maybe my secret is I put them on the top shelf in my refrigerator for at least a couple of hours because everything there gets so cold. And after about 2 hours, it's going to start forming a little bit of slush. So I might do a video, all right? Take a look at the script because the scripts are always going to have some really cool facts and information that is not readily known by people.
Readily.
Readily, there you go. In fact, that was a Jesus, atomic medicinal meta. Oh my gosh.
Medicinal.
Oh my gosh. So,
Okay.
someone,
It's something like that.
yeah. So again, take our scripts and use them as is, or integrate them with something personal. So again, a restaurant, a park, in this case, maybe your favorite place to get Coke, your favorite place to drink Coke, the best way to drink it, ice, no ice. National Golf Day is going to be a phenomenal one. Obviously, Mothers, that's a layup right there. National, oh, that sounds very, for all those of you trying to get into the luxury real estate market, don't forget to do this one. I think rich people love this stuff. Yeah, and just find a place, right? What you can do is just Google whatever the topic is, find out maybe there's a great local market that sells that. All right. So there's a lot of ways to engage your local area with these video scripts right here. So I love it. In fact, he was going from pretty much brand new zero to where he's now getting after, and it took about 4 to 5 months. I promise you, this is not something that is going to happen overnight. But if you've done videos, you know the hardest part is coming up with content. And so this content right here, as done the way I talked about it, will really help you. Now he's got 10,000 views on a lot of videos.
Wow.
He's 15 to 16 to 18,000 views on his better performing ones. And he's integrating these scripts right here with the scripts in the marketing calendar. And so before we get back into the case Schiller, because there's a few more things that we're going to talk about, short form video script, and I got some text that you can send to your buyer leads and your seller leads. So if you look on the marketing calendar, every day there is a video script here. So check this out. If you go to listing marketing, if you're familiar with everything, go right to the marketing tools. If you need the step-by-step checklist, you can download that. And we've got also a guide. So there's the checklist here. There's a guide if you're not sure. Otherwise, select the listing here. So I'll just select my open house, click market, and notice right here, short form video script. So I would take this. You'll also be doing a deal of the week, right? So and I've talked about this for years, where every week you should be marketing a listing that is for sale. And that listing should hopefully be in your buyer seller avatar. So whatever your core market area is, try and find a listing that you can market and make that your deal of the week. All right. So you may have other criteria that you want to use, but regardless, find a listing to market every single week so that when you don't have one, that you're not going to miss a day. But every day, this should be whatever listing you're marketing that week, whatever the deal of the week is, that's your script right there. It's right in Listings to Leads. As soon as you add that property to your Listings to Leads account, you got all the tools, right? The ads, the posts, the e-flyers, the nearby homeowner letter, right? The best thing in the industry for getting listings, postcards and door hangers. And again, all of these are, in fact, it was interesting. I got an email, or I got one of Ryan Hartman's emails from Thanks.io. They just got dynamic QR codes, which is awesome. And he said, he goes, the larger pictures here of the property perform better than the postcards that have like some sort of design on them. Yeah. And I was like, dude, that's something that we've been doing forever. In fact, here, let me click download PDF. And so you can take our postcards and even the nearby homeowner letter, and you can upload them to things like Mailbox Power, Thanks.io, and then you change out that QR code into a dynamic QR code so that everyone that gets the postcard, it could be home value, could be
Beautiful. Yeah.
the problem is too many agents, when they start getting into direct mail,
Try to
they
be fancy.
yeah, they won't get
Overthinking.
yeah, yeah. And if you just read Jordan Cohen's book, The Agent's Edge, right? One of the best books I think out there. He talks about making sure that the listing is the star of the show. And it's kind of the same with the Case Schiller information we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let the information, right? You shouldn't have to try and finesse the information so much that it kind of screws up what's going on, because it's the same thing like Ryan was talking about with the postcards, where when you start adding in a bunch of stuff here,
It's
people,
yeah,
yes,
cluttered
clunky.
information.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
But again, we're going on a little bit of an aside with that.
more than a little bit.
Well,
We have so much to talk about listing leads.
yeah, and
I watch for our lives because I we try to do it once a week, but we're gonna have different topics we already have on all these things that Scott talked about, and just so much information to give out.
yeah, exactly. So when you combine the short form video scripts that are available on the dashboard with the short form video scripts in the marketing calendar, you have on average about 2 videos a day to be doing. That doesn't even include all the other things. So again, sold and pending, the PDF guides, we got clients. So again, I just click market, go to marketing tools. We've got clients that actually take these scripts and they don't just do one a week. They will do, because there's 80 guides, it's like 82, 83, 84 different PDF guides in your listings to leads account, seller guides, buyer guides. And so they take these short form videos and they do like 4 to 5 a week. Because if you think about it, what's 80 divided by 5 is 16. So that's 4 months. So if you think about it, January, February, March, April. So on May 1st, funny enough, that's today. So whatever video you did on January 1st, no one's going to remember it. They're not even going to be able to find it probably. Duplicating every 3 months, every 3 times a year.
That's
And
good.
you're not going to be word for word, right? You're going to put it in your own words. You're going to paraphrase it a little bit. One of the things you'll find when you get better at doing video, if you're not doing it yet, it doesn't take long to where all you have to do is just look at it, go through it real quickly, and you'll understand the process of how this works. We say what's going on, we relate it to them, we offer a solution, and then we sign out, right? So the way you sign out should be customized. You see what I got right here, where I'm just letting people know I can refer people to them that they may need help with. I know people that just sign off. So you don't have to get so involved like that. But so, yeah, because check this out here. If I click on just PDF guides, you will see, and this relates to the case Schiller, because again, we referenced the ultimate guide to buying a home. That's just something that you can make an offer, and you could change that guide if you wanted to. Maybe you've got a different guide you want to offer. So you'll
Or
see.
you're talking to a seller, maybe like top five overpriced, the list of top five overpriced homes or something. That would
Yeah.
add to. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's seller guides here. There's buyer guides, and every single one of them, again, like I showed you earlier, when I click on marketing tools, not only does it have everything you see here, but for the purposes of what we're talking about, that short form video script. And the beautiful thing is, as soon as somebody DMs or comments or engages with you, you've got the guide. And here's the thing, and I see some people here on the call, we've got English and Spanish. So you got English and Spanish. So if you're in a Spanish speaking market, you could do a second video in Spanish and offer the guide in the Spanish language format. You got it right there in Listening to Leads, ready to go. You'll love it. Absolutely awesome stuff right there to just really increase those conversations that we're having with people in our local market, with the leads that we've been generating. We don't want to always call with commission breath. We don't always want to be calling to find out when are they going to make an offer or when are they going to sell their home. We want to just be there adding value every step of the way.
Yeah, you always position yourself as the trusted advisor in the local market. And people see your name, see your videos, see your content coming up, and they will, there's going to be this bond created.
Yeah.
You don't see it now, but you will see it later. Trust me.
Yeah. So
That's
how
really
was,
cool.
yeah, definitely.
You
So
want to
how
know
was,
people how to do this auto post?
I'm sorry.
Do the auto post.
No, we already did.
Oh,
Yeah, the auto post won't happen. So I want to make sure everybody does get that set up. So we'll go back to it,
yeah, the setup.
round
Okay.
up. Yeah. So what this is right here, this is and I was waiting till we're in the call. I didn't want to post it ahead of time. I wanted to wait till we're actually in the call together to post. This is the video script to do a short form video. So we gave you those swipe files, and those are great, but I don't want you leaving those kind of video. I don't want you leaving your social media strategy to those kind of videos. Those videos are just great to have a little bit of a different color on something on that topic in particular. And we do that for all these marketing packs. But now this is the video that I want you to do. All right. I see some of you on the call that I know who you are. And I know you've got great smiles. You got beautiful faces. You got beautiful energy about you. And I want people to be able to see that in a way that's going to help them engage with you. So this is the video script. I'm going to post it in the Listings to Leads Mastermind group. If you're not a member of the group right now, go ahead and ask support, or you can find us on Facebook. We got the text message I want you to send to your buyer leads. All right, talking again about how the housing market has shifted. Home price growth is slowing, 3.9% nationwide now via the Schiller data, meaning there's less competition and better deals for home buyers. All right, if you'd like to see the most recent, so again, a little bit of a time sensitive thing here, I'm not just saying a list of price reduced homes, but the most recent price reduced homes, where you may even have more negotiation power. And then for the sellers, all right, for the sellers, I've got the editor there. Let's bring that. Let's see if I can, whatever. Homeowners, you may have seen the news that the market is shifting. Home price growth is down 4.5% in major cities per the Schiller report, but we've got motivated buyers looking for the dream home now. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you got 542, go ahead and mention that. And then this is for the text message. So reply for a free custom market report to get for your home, or for the 100% home marketing plan. Let's get your home sold. So I'm going to post those in the mastermind group so you can go grab them. And there you go. So you'll see, here's the post right there. And let me just click back into the mastermind group. So what have we missed? We talked about the email.
We talked about
I think we talked about it.
social post, the
No.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, we talked about the swipe files, the image swipe files, the short form video script that you're going to do, the text for the buyers, the text for the seller. I don't know that we're missing much of anything.
Maybe we can take some questions. People have any questions right now?
Yeah. So someone says, can you add your own pics through Canva? Yes. If you're going to, what are you referring to? Let me ask that first. I would think, yes, you can. So for example, let's just say you're talking about the PDF guides and you want to change the cover on that. I think you can definitely just download that into Canva and then save that save it to your computer. And then when people ask for that PDF guide, it'll have the new cover on it. It was from so if I go back so let me show you, if you're talking about the listing presentation, the marketing plan for it, let me show you the better version, because the one that is made specifically so here I've got a listing presentation. So I added it to Listings to Leads ahead of the listing presentation. So you can see listing presentation. When I click on market listing, you're going to see there's the PDF, the flip book, and the landing page. So here's the landing page. Here is the flip book. And if you got a version of that question that I'm not answering or we're not getting, by all means, please get with our support team for more info. But this here, so that's the house. That is the image of the property I'm going to go to do my listing presentation with. And we've got the seller's name and property address right there. So this is customized to them. Same with the PDF. And so what I love about this is, check this out. Every image in here now is of their home. So they see their name on the cover, their home address, their home is on the cover, and every single page in here. I've not heard from anybody, I'm sure it's happened, but I've not heard from too many people that they've lost a listing using this. In fact, yeah, I had one client, it was funny.
We love the domain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And make sure when you're on this page right here, if you're presenting to them, don't forget to point out the custom domain, whatever, because this is customizable. So I got 1200 Riley Street .thebestlisting.com. I could have had, we offer 10 different domains: world's best listing, America's best listing, the best listing, is home now, beautiful home, some other ones as well. And so as you're adding that listing, you can customize that domain so that when they see it, they're already like impressed.
Impressive.
Yeah. And you can even substitute that with your, like, if I wanted to buy 1200RileyStreet.com, I could do that and replace this with that. So you can do other things, but right here. So this is when you use this version of that listing presentation and they scan that QR code, either the one on the left or the one on the right, and they're holding their phone. And I always love doing this. So if I scan that QR code,
It goes right to,
yeah, the only problem is like with the computer screen angle. There we go.
it works.
Why have you done it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's, look at that. So imagine the homeowner, and as they're scrolling through, man, that's a great time to just to take out that listing agreement
Just
and
sign
get.
it right now.
Yeah, and here's the thing. One of my clients I was talking to said he did all this. It's phenomenal. He goes, the homeowner just was into it. They loved it. And when he got to this page right here, now he doesn't do coming soon, which is totally fine. He took out his notebook, had a notebook like with a calendar on it, and he took it out and he started making notes. And he knew that the seller had a time frame, right? Let's just say August 1st, whatever that, August 1st. So he backtracked. He goes, so August 1st, that means we want it in contract by July 1st. Days on market is 43 days. So that would put us to mid-May. It's now the 1st of May. So it's going to take a week or two to get everything ready. And so he's using these statuses here, right? And we want to do an open house, or maybe we don't, we can discuss that. And then again, it's going to be active. And again, that's going to be typically for 43 days. And then we'll go pending, and pending is going to take about another 30 days. But we're not going to stop marketing your home until it sells, because in this market, anything can happen. And while we always expect the best, we're going to make sure we got a good buyer, they got a good, strong offer. I am not going to stop marketing your home until it closes escrow. And this, right, they just flip on that one. And then he goes, and then we're going to get it sold, and I'll keep you informed all the way through. And again, whether you use our traffic report or somebody else, it doesn't matter. And then check out my reviews, some PDF guides right there. And he goes, it was just like, it couldn't have been choreographed any better, because he had the listing agreement right there. The seller was nodding. So as he was adding in these dates, the seller was just sitting there nodding in agreement. You're right. I do. I want it done by August 1st. So that 30-day escrow, 43 days on market, a week or two to get ready.
As if he's already, as if he already got the listing.
He did. He got the listing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I know. But he talks as if we already got it. It's like, okay, I
Yeah.
already have all these dates and time. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the presentation, and he told me, he goes, we don't do coming soon. He goes, there's no big deal. I just said, we're not allowed to do coming soon here, but our coming soon is going to consist of getting the home ready. All right. So we want to make sure, now, if you can do coming soon, whether it's just a 24-hour between the time that you're going to put it in the MLS, that you got a 24-hour period, then that would be awesome to do. I would shoot a quick video, get an ad out the door, get the email to my database. A lot of great things you can do in 24 hours when you have sole possession of that listing. So I highly recommend that. How do you change the photos in the listing flyers? Great. So for the flyers and everything, let's go to a regular listing.
Yeah.
Christine. Oh, awesome. So Christine, I hope I answered your question. If you have anything else, let me know for sure. And let's see here. If I go to an open house, and so your question is about the listing flyers. So let me just download. There's like 40 different versions of this. So you got 40 different. The beautiful thing about it is, if you're signed up to the Listings to Leads text service, we're going to put that in there automatically. All right, we got the QR code. Here's what I recommend everybody. Your first 5 photos should be of the walkthrough, right? The 5-photo walkthrough. And that's true on Zillow. All right. Zillow, realtor.com, i.e. your MLS, your Facebook marketing, your marketing with Listings to Leads. You don't need 4 photos of the front of the house from all different angles. All right. You just don't. You don't need 14 pictures of the kitchen, where every image is just a little bit different from the other one. When I was an agent in San Francisco, luxury real estate, we're talking $2 to $4 to $5 to $6 million homes. And Yeah, I was a junior partner to one of the top agents in San Francisco. And even on a $4 to $6 million listing, could be 10,000, 15,000 feet. He wouldn't have more than 20 photos. And he would say, because I don't want people going through all the photos and not liking the house. I want to have, and I think it goes with Jordan Cohen's agent's edge a little bit, where, the photo should not be a regurgitation of you walking through the house and it's a photo version of your walkthrough. All right. The photo should really highlight the key aspects of the different aspects of the property. So to that point, you don't need two pictures of a second bedroom that's unfurnished. You don't even, I wouldn't even include that. You know what I mean? I want to make
Yes.
sure photos. So the first 5 photos, if I go to edit, now that I've talked past the question, if you go to edit and photos, if you want to set up the photos so that the listing flyer will print the way you want them to, just rearrange however you want. Click save, and then the first 5 photos, that top row, will be what's on the listing flyer.
Okay, very quickly.
Working in that, just because those, we want people to get tied into us quick. We don't want them to suffer through 17 photos of the front, 6 photos of the living room, 20 photos of the kitchen. That's no good for anybody. But
Yeah, so for someone who use their camera, okay, iPhone, get an image, they upload it here. Is that already in that kind of best resolution for the listing photo?
hopefully you're getting professional photos, but yeah, if you're good with the camera, for sure. Yeah, you could upload, maybe you need to take some photos in like, for example, the listing presentation. In fact, since you asked that question, Jane, how do you change? All right, Jane, are you good? All right. And I'm looking at when I look over here this way to my right,
Yeah.
or maybe sure left, I'm looking at my second monitor. But when you got a listing presentation, come in here, you're going to have to go manual, status, listing presentation.
Mm,
Right. Now you can do the same. You can do the same for expired and expired. So if there's an expired listing in your area and you want to make sure that you get it, you can create those flip books and those PDFs in the landing page for expired. FISBO draft and FISBO. I just did a training here. Who here does anything with FISBOs? If you do, youtube.com/listings to leads. What is it today? May 1st. I just did a training on that. So find our May 1st video. You'll see it. And it was all on FISBOs. Man, so powerful if you got FISBOs in your area that you want to go after. So watch that training. But so if I go listing presentation, add the seller's name, email. If you're able to do coming soon, check this. If not, then don't. Seller phone number. And then all you have to do is just add that information there. It should literally take you 1 minute to do. Click save and add photos. And this is where I would go, right? If I got a listing presentation, I would try to get out there and get a photo. You could use Google Street View, but I would really try to get out there and take a good photo with my phone. Maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening. You look it up online, you see which way the house faces. So if it's facing east, don't do it in the morning. All right, do it in the evening, because then it'll be evening sun shining on it without the sun
yeah,
beaming
yeah,
on you.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, and if it's southern facing, right, don't do it in the middle of the day, because again, you're going to be getting killed by the light. And if it's facing west, try to do that in the earlier morning. Or if you got to use Google Street View, that would be my worst case scenario. All right, awesome. So we've got, yeah. Oh, I can't believe it's already 4:51.
Any
You
questions
didn't
about
ask.
it?
Yeah, I'd love to have everyone tell me where you're coming in from. So tell me where you're coming in from. Make sure to share this with others that you know. But yeah, what else? Any other topics? Let me know if you got any other topics that you want me to cover, or if we are good. I don't need to belabor your evening. Don't forget your affiliate link. So click on refer and earn. And we got the affiliate link right here. I think you just put a PayPal email in.
Hey,
Copy.
yeah.
Yeah. And you got an email that you can share. It's always funny. I have a search set up and I'm always seeing people dropping these on their socials. It's funny. For those of you that do, like if you're doing a lunch and learn, so there might be a lender on this call, there might be somebody that does group training. These are great right here for your affiliate links. So you can make sure that you're not just sending people to listings to leads, send people to your affiliate link. And so just download PDF or JPEG. The JPEG is more for mailbox power. I don't know about Thanks.io, if anybody knows Thanks.io, but JPEG or PDF are the versions that you need. And here you go. Now I've got that QR code going right to my affiliate link. So a great resource for those of you doing training. All right, Gordon. Awesome. Orlando, Florida.
Wow. Thank you for
Janet.
staying up late.
Yeah. Texas, LA, good. Frederick, Maryland, Atlanta. Nice. Wow. Awesome. Palm Springs. Ooh, I love all these areas. More.
I'm so excited you're here, like all over the country.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So again, anything that we did not cover, anything that I should cover that I didn't. Are we all good to go? Great training. Thank you. Love it. Awesome. If you have any questions on this, obviously get to the mastermind group, get with our support team. You will see probably if you want to have a question about this topic right here, I would love it. Just go to the mastermind group. And oh, in fact, I just did this one. So if you ever get leads and they don't have a home address, I show you how to add the home address, how to find it real quickly, and then how to set up a home value email to go out to them to their home address in about 2 or 3 clicks. And yeah, find this post right here. And if you got any comments, all right, do this right here. So we got Leo. All right. So check all that out. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, the replay, Janet, I'll put the replay in the mastermind group. I'll put a link to it. But if you go to our YouTube channel or to Facebook, you'll find it there as well. All right. Anything else? All right. Awesome. All right. If there's nothing else, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll talk again.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone, have a good one.